Today we're going full throttle into the heart of American muscle with a beast that's back and meaner than ever, the 2026 Ford Mustang Shelby Super Snake. This isn't just a Mustang. It's a street-legal weapon, born from track pedigree, refined with modern tech, and carrying the legacy of Carroll Shelby's high-octane vision. If you're a fan of raw power, aggressive design, and spine-tingling exhaust notes, you're in for a serious treat. Let's start by walking around the outside of the 2026 Super Snake, because even at a glance, this isn't your average Mustang. It's more sculpted, more intense, and every curve screams performance. The 2026 model brings some serious redesign cues from the latest Mustang generation, including slimmer LED headlights, a reworked grille with active air flaps, and sharper body lines that give it an even more athletic stance. The hood is vented and swollen with power, literally. Functional scoops and carbon fiber inlays not only look insane, but help cool the monstrous V8 underneath. You've got a more aggressive lower front splitter, carbon side skirts, and a huge rear diffuser with quad exhaust tips that are louder and angrier than ever. And then there's the wing. Not just a spoiler. This is a race-inspired, adjustable rear wing that's functional on track days and fierce in your rearview mirror. The Super Snake badges on the fenders and rear fascia are subtle but iconic, rolling on 21-inch forged aluminum. Wheels wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, the stance is wide, low, and ready to dominate. It's a muscle car with supercar presence, and it looks every bit as dangerous as it is inside. The 2026 Super Snake surprises you with a more refined and tech-forward experience than past generations. Step into the cabin, and you're greeted by a cockpit that blends retro Mustang DNA with modern digital design. The dual-screen layout is now standard AN, all-digital, 12.4-inch instrument cluster, and a massive 14.2-inch center infotainment touchscreen powered by Ford's SYNC5. It's fast, fluid, and fully customizable. You can display everything from navigation and performance data to real-time boost pressure and tire temps. The materials have been elevated across the board. Shelby-specific Recaro seats come standard, wrapped in premium leather with Alcantara inserts and contrast stitching. They're heated, cooled, and offer perfect support, whether you're carving canyon roads or launching down a drag strip. Carbon fiber trim spans across the dashboard and center console, while the Super Snake logo is stitched into the headrests and embossed into the floor mats. The flat-bottom steering wheel is wrapped in Alcantara with red center marking and Shelby paddle shifters, giving you a constant reminder that you're in something truly special. Ambient lighting, a premium Bang & Olufsen sound system, wireless, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a performance-focused drive mode selector round out the interior experience. It's brutal when you want it to be, but refined when you need it. Daily drivable comfort meets track-ready attitude. That's something only a few cars in this category truly pull off. But let's not kid ourselves. The Super Snake isn't about screens or seat comfort. It's about what's under the hood. And this is where things get absolutely wild. The 2026 Super Snake packs a supercharged 5.2-liter V8. Built from Ford's Predator block, but enhanced by Shelby's tuning magic. This isn't just an engine upgrade. It's a complete transformation. The new Whipple Gen 6 supercharger helps the Super Snake produce a mind-blowing 830 horsepower and 650 pounds-ft of torque. Let that sink in for a second. Mated to either a 6-speed manual transmission, yes, its enthusiasts rejoice, or a lightning-fast 10-speed automatic. The Super Snake rockets from 0 to 60 in just 3.3 seconds. That's hypercar territory from a front engine. Rear-drive American coupe. The quarter-mile flies by in around 10.6 seconds, and the top speed, north of 200 miles per hour. It's making it the fastest street-legal Mustang Shelby has ever built. But raw power is only part of the story. The Super Snake's chassis and suspension setup have also evolved. You get a fully adjustable Magna-Ride suspension, sport-tuned for sharper response. The upgraded Brembo brake 6-piston front and 4-piston rear brings serious stopping power. And the whole car rides on a reinforced frame with improved rigidity. On track, The Super Snake is sharper, more planted, and more precise than any Mustang before it. On the street, the ride is surprisingly livable. Even with all that fury waiting to be unleashed under your right foot, you've also got multiple drive modes, including normal, sport, track, and drag. Each one adjusts throttle response, transmission mapping, suspension stiffness, and even the exhaust note. Yes, this car talks. In full track mode, the sound is intoxicating, a snarling, crackling war cry that turns heads and makes no apologies. And just like its predecessors, 2026 Super Snake is limited in production. That exclusivity comes with a price, but it also guarantees collectability. So what's it going to cost to get this monster in your garage? Pricing starts at around $133,000 depending on how you spec it. That includes the full Shelby conversion, performance upgrades, interior enhancements, and that glorious supercharged engine. Add carbon fiber options, custom paint, and track packages, and you could be looking at closer to $150,000. But remember, this isn't just a Mustang, it's a Shelby Super Snake. You're paying for a legacy, for craftsmanship, and for performance. That can humiliate cars twice its price. And here's the kicker. Despite its insane horsepower, the Super Snake is still street legal and emissions compliant in all 50 states. It's loud, proud, and legal to drive to the office, the grocery store, with a tricand, then absolutely obliterate everything on the road. So who is the 2026 Mustang Shelby Super Snake really for? For the purist who wants a car with heritage and performance. It's for the thrill seeker who wants a machine that feels alive and always on edge. And it's for the enthusiast who doesn't want to settle for anything less than the absolute peak of what American muscle can offer in the modern age. Ford and Shelby have created something truly spectacular here, a car that not only honors the Shelby legacy but pushes the limits of what's possible from a rear-wheel drive, front-tension V8 platform. This isn't just the best Mustang ever made. It might be the last great. It's one of its kind in the age of electrification. That's it for today's deep dive on the 2026 Ford Mustang Shelby Super Snake.